Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. I just want to talk about this article about SpaceX and their new project. They're building a what they call a starship, capable of carrying hundreds of people out into the atmosphere, out into the heavens. And their goal is, they want to go to Mars, they want to go to the moon and all that, but they can't search out the heavens. The scriptures say, if they're able to search out the sea and if they're able to search out the heavens, then the Most High will do away with His people. And spiritually, that's the reason why they're doing that. That's the reason why they want to go out in space, all the way down into the sea. They want to search all these things out, so the Most High will stop dealing with Israel. But that's not going to happen. But I got this article out of, the BBC.com. British Broadcasting Company. It was dated August 5th, 2020, entitled SpaceX, Musk's Mars ship prototype aces 150-meter test flight. A prototype of SpaceX's next-gen Starship vehicle has successfully flown to an altitude of 150 meters, or 500 feet. The uncrewed test vehicle rose up on a plume of exhaust before deploying its landing legs and touching down softly. The flight was carried out at SpaceX's test site near the village of Boca Chica in South Texas on Tuesday evening. It's the first test flight in almost a year for the Raptor engine, which will be used to power Starship. The stainless steel test vehicle, called SN5, has been compared variously to a grain silo and water tank. It could pave the way for a spaceship or spacecraft capable of carrying humans to the moon and Mars. Shortly after the test flight, which lasted just under a minute, SpaceX founder Elon Musk tweeted, "Mars is looking real." SN5 took off from Boca Chica at 0057 or 1857 local time for the brief flight. It uses a single Raptor engine, which is powered by liquid methane and liquid oxygen. The final Starship vehicle will feature 6 Raptors standing 50 meters tall. It could carry 100 people on a single flight, but in order to overcome Earth's gravity, it will need to be launched by a massive rocket called Super Heavy, which will be equipped with 31 Raptor engines. Another test vehicle called Starhopper undertook a few brief flights in 2019, also flying to a height of 150 meters. The Starship vehicle is one of 3 shortlisted candidates to land humans on the moon in the 2020s for NASA. A Japanese billionaire, Yusaku Mizawa, who made his fortune in online fashion retail, has booked a trip around the moon on Starship. Elon Musk has long harbored plans to settle people on Mars as part of his vision to make humans a multi-planetary species. But they're not going to accomplish that. First scripture is Jeremiah 31:31. "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. Yeah, so in that day when the kingdom is established, like the scripture said, the Lord's going to put his law in our inward parts, so we're never going to go off again. We're not going to worship strange gods, false gods. We're not going to just go off to where the Most High will just, kick us out again, kick us out the land, and put us in slavery. No, we're never going to go into slavery again, because the Most High is going to put the law in our inward parts. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Again, that links up, that's a precept to Revelation 20, 21 and 23, where it says, and the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of the Lord did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. Yeah, it's talking about, all the people, everyone from the least to the greatest in the kingdom is going to know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're going to have all the knowledge. You're not going to need anybody teaching them. You're not going to need prophets and apostles to go out there and teach them about the scriptures and all that, because they're already going to know it. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel shall also cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. So yeah, that's why you got them trying to go out to Mars and searching out the heavens and searching out the seas and trying to search out the entire earth, because they want the Most High to cast us off, but that's not going to happen, And also, they want to use the space program, and dive you down in the sea to escape their judgment. They're going to want to go out into the upper atmosphere, up into the International Space Station. Those elites, they got these cities, whole cities dug out in mountains. They got deep underground military bases. They're going to try to go down to the sea to escape that judgment. That's another reason why they want to build these big starships, to take lots of people, out into the atmosphere to escape the judgment when the nuclear missiles drop. But the Most High is going to bring them back down. They're not going to escape the judgment of slavery. The elites, the super rich, they're going to make it through the nuclear destruction. The scripture says we're going to bind their kings with fetters of iron. This is Amos 9 and 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, Carmel's a mountain, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So, he can be all innovative and design these spaceships and all this stuff, but, he has an appointed time to when he's going to go down. He's not going to escape his judgment. He's not going to, offset these prophecies. Esau, these super elites, these super rich, they all have an appointed time. And we know that time is closer and closer by these prophecies. But yeah, I just wanted to bring out this article. So with that, shalom.